My name is Janet.
And my name is Marcus. And together we are
AfriRopa.
AfriRopa, yes. Hey, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine, I'm blessed.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good to hear. We are all blessed in a way, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, though it's a day that we Christians are not very, we can't say that we are very happy because it's the day our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is going to be crucified.
That is true, yes. Yeah, that is true.
Don't you believe that is happening today?
Well, I mean, that's for sure. It did happen. So no matter whether you believe it or not,
Yes,
whether you
it
are a
did
Christian
happen.
or not, it did happen. Yeah. You can probably dispute certain statements that were made in the Bible. Yeah.
Yes.
But the fact that Jesus of Nazareth was crucified on Passover. And that he was that this one sign was put up on the cross. Yeah, Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews, the N-I-R-I. What was it? Jesus Nazarenus Rex Judaeum or something like this is the Roman. And that's a fact, so that's proven.
So can you tell me the Jesus story then?
The whole story?
No, the crucifixion story.
The crucifixion?
Or the crucifixion season story.
Well, I mean, we are in the Holy Week all together, yeah? So
yes.
If you look at it from this perspective, you should just take the story from the whole Holy Week.
Yes.
Starting on the Palm Sunday. Going over the Last Supper evening.
Yes.
Then the Good Friday, when he was then laid to rest.
Yes.
And the Resurrection Day on Sunday. So that's a time span of 1 week.
Yeah.
And from what I know, no, that's not what I know. I mean, this is just the facts, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Jews, they held Passover. They do this still until today.
Yes.
In Jerusalem to commemorate the liberation from the slavery in Egypt. So, and that typically goes like what we have on the Last Supper Day. The Jews have this too, but on this even they just congregate with the family, and they also break bread and they have some foods to eat, and they bitter spices or whatever. Yeah, they eat and they also drink wine in a ritual way. Yeah, and they do this to commemorate the liberation from the Egyptian slavery on the day of the Last Supper.
Yeah.
So you can clearly say what Jesus had on his mind was also to commemorate on that day the liberation from slavery.
Yeah.
And to be together with friends. That's what he did with his disciples. Yeah. So he was just following a Jewish tradition, if you will, on that Last Supper day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is something really important to understand and to know. Yeah, Jesus himself was, with everything he did, deeply rooted in the Jewish tradition. Yeah, yeah. So our God is the God of the Israelites and is the God of the Jews. That's why we have the Old Testament and the New Testament. And Jesus himself is the turning point between the two, is joining the Old and the New Testament. Yeah, so,
yeah.
But let's go back quickly, to when he was riding on his little donkey into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday, and he was greeted by the masses. Of Jerusalem, and they laid down palm leaves in front of him on the ground. So as a sign of not worship, but a sign of respect and adoration.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what they did, and so the people in Jerusalem, the ruling class of Jerusalem, they knew, oh, this guy is a troublemaker. He will challenge us as the ruling class.
Oh, he's being given a lot of publicity, not
Yes,
publicity, but
people love him. People love him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is the in the hearts of many. Yeah.
Yes.
So even if they did not know who at that time, obviously they couldn't know who Jesus was. They probably just saw him as a prophet, like in the Old Testament, or as a political leader who might bring the people to revolt against the Roman overlords.
So they feared that this man will maybe touch them politically.
That was the main reason. Yes, that was the main reason, and he did. I mean, when he went into the temple.
Yes.
And was tossing over the tables of the money exchange guys.
Yes.
In the temple. Yeah, that was clearly challenging the established rule.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So the rulers of Jerusalem at that time, there was the Roman overlords, obviously, and then you had the Sanhedrin, which was the religious or spiritual leaders.
Yes.
They were the ones overseeing the temple and everything. Yeah, so those guys, they hated him, absolutely. And they wanted him to put him away, whatever. So the Sanhedrin, they couldn't convict him. And so they handed him over to Pontius Pilatus. And Pontius Pilatus himself said that he washed his hands in innocence. And he said himself he could not find him guilty of anything.
Yeah.
But he wanted to do that favor to the Sanhedrin, also because we just wanted peace in the city.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah. It was just days before the highest religious festival in Jerusalem,
yes,
the Passover. So, as such, he wanted to do that favor, and even then he asked the populace of Jerusalem, which one do you choose? Is it, what was the name? Barabbas, wasn't it?
Barabbas.
Barabbas, yeah. Is it this one? I'm granting one of these guys freedom, yeah?
Yes.
And you have to choose, and they
chose. Said we want Barabbas.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
So Barabbas walked away, and there's actually some of these old Hollywood movies about the fate of Barabbas, because his conscience was not clean at that moment, because he knew himself that he was a criminal.
He was a bad guy.
He was a bad guy.
So the movie goes...
Yeah, but he accepted Christ in the movie. Of course, that's a completely fictitious story. He accepted Christ, and so it's a good movie. I don't know exactly what but there is many movies. So if you have a chance, dear viewers, to watch any of these old Hollywood movies from the 50s and 60s, about the old Jesus stories, just do it. They're still good. I love them still. Yes. I love them still. I'm sure that they will have them over the next couple of days on TV. Anyway, so Barabbas was walked free, and Jesus had to put the cross on his shoulders and then walk up to Golgotha, where he was crucified. Which hour was he crucified?
He was crucified at 9 a.m. and died at 3 p.m.
At 3 p.m.
But between midday and 3, there was 3 hours of darkness. The street of the cloth,
Yeah.
and an earthquake.
And an earthquake, yeah. So, from the historicity, the facts that we know,
Yes.
Jesus was indeed crucified on these days. We don't know exactly how long it took. And there is no sources outside the Bible that attest some 3 hours of darkness at that time, and there was also no earthquake attested. So this
In
is
the
something
Bible?
in the Bible it is written.
It
Yes.
is written, yes.
But outside the Bible there is no testimony
but
of
we are
that.
following
Yeah?
the Bible.
We are following the Bible, but it's always good to check if things that are written in the Bible can be attested from outside the Bible.
Are you trying
Yes,
to
that is very-
deny that Jesus was not crucified at 9 in the morning
He was
and died
crucified.
at 3?
He was crucified.
Or are
yeah,
you
he was
denying that he
crucified.
was not crucified?
No, absolutely, he was crucified, and there is sources outside the Bible
Yes.
that attest that there was such a man and that he was crucified.
And that he was 32 years old. Was he 33 or 32?
Something like that. Yes,
Yeah.
nobody's really 100% sure. Yeah, some around that. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that he was the
rather
Son
young.
of God.
And that he was the Son of God, or as the Roman soldiers put up on the little sign on top of
The King
the
of the
cross,
Jews.
King of the Jews.
Is anyone disputing that Jesus Christ was the Son of God?
Yes, of course.
People still dispute.
Obviously, I mean, ask
Especially-
any Muslim.
Yes.
The Muslims, they accept Jesus as a prophet. Yeah.
But not as the Son of God.
But not as the Son of God and not as the Messiah. So it's just a prophet, yeah. It's the last prophet before Mohammed to them. So they don't deny the existence of Jesus. They don't deny that he died on the cross, but they say that that was
He was
it.
an ordinary person. Yeah.
That was it for him. Yeah.
So Mohammed came after Jesus. Anyway, we are diverting out of the story of Jesus. We shouldn't.
Yeah. So he was taken off the cross then, yeah,
Yeah.
and he was put to rest
Yes.
in the tomb of what was
Arimathea.
Joseph of Arimathea.
Yes.
Yeah, he borrowed the grave or the tomb
Yes.
to Jesus.
The tomb
So-
could not hold him, no wonder it was borrowed.
Tomb was not could not hold him, and the story always goes that there was a round stone to close the entrance to the tomb.
Yes.
Yeah, and that stone was rolled away
By the angels.
by the angels. And as a matter of fact, there is one tomb you can visit until today in Jerusalem that shows exactly how that structure looked like. So it is a tomb that is chiseled into the rock,
Yes.
and in front of that tomb there is a round millstone thing, very big, that can be rolled back and forth to grant access. And so that's exactly how the tombs looked like at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
so
had to be covered with a big stone.
they had to be covered with a big stone, but of course the stone needed to be taken away, because these tombs, they were not meant just for one person.
Or whenever somebody died, they roll back the
They
stone.
roll back the stone.
They
yeah.
add another body there.
They have benches inside that tomb.
Yes. Yeah.
That are also chiseled into the rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where they place the dead.
Yeah.
And then they decompose there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
They decompose there. So all that is absolutely, even though there is no external source, but it is proven from other tombs the same style. That's how it looked like. Yeah.
Oh, so this tomb was for this particular person and that it was borrowed, but there were many other tombs for other burials.
Yes, and so it was a family grave. It was not just the tomb for Jesus for Joseph of Arimathea, but it was for the whole family.
For the whole family, yes.
And it might well be that there were other bodies in that tomb, as a matter of fact. Could be. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not recorded, so we don't know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make a difference at all whether there were other bodies in the tomb or not, but that's the way how these tombs were. They were meant for a family typically.